When people say Special Operation Forces, most people just think of Navy SEALs, maybe Green Beret from time to time, but the truth is every branch of the US military has its own SOF unit. SOF, S-O-F, Special Operation Forces. And each one has a unique mission. Each one has a unique pipeline, and each one has a unique identity. So in this particular segment, guys, we're going to go over those different units. If you're considering SOF, we'll break down, hey, what the 75th does, what Green Berets do, what MARSOC does, to hopefully give you a better idea on which one is right for you. Because at the end of the day, guys, the US Special Operations community is massive. Over 70,000 personnel across all branches. They're not all door kickers. Some specialize in training allies. Some specialize on dropping bombs. Some specialize on medical, and some do just maritime raids. It's not a one size fits all. All right, so the first one we're going to talk about is going to be U.S. Army Special Forces, Green Berets, right? So I nitpick this one a little bit because a lot of people just say Special Forces. It's like a blanket term that they use to describe everything. Delta Force, what are they? Oh, they're Special Forces. Navy SEALs, what are they? Oh, they're Special Forces, right? Marine Raiders, oh, what are they? They're Special Forces. So the Special Forces term has become synonymous with, I guess, tip of the spear, just overall excellence. However, there is only one Special Forces, U.S. Army Special Forces, Green Berets, right? We have a tab that says so. Everyone else is considered Special Operation Forces, SOF, right? So Green Berets, what are their mission? What did I do as a Green Beret while I was in? So Green Berets are considered masters of unconventional warfare. We also handle foreign internal defense, FID, right? We do counterinsurgency, and we are cultural expertise, meaning we can go down range, immerse ourselves within a culture. Northern Alliance is a good example of that, right? Green Berets went in along with some CIA teams and we embedded ourselves, right? And then we went to do work. We learned the language. That's another important one. I spent 4 months learning a brand new language. So when I go down range, I can speak with my counterparts, with my partner force, in that native tongue. That's something that we do as a Green Beret, right? Guys, we build armies, we win wars by, with, and through our partner force, meaning we train them, we equip them, we employ them, we work with them, they win, we disappear, we don't take credit for anything as if we were never there, right? Green Berets, masters of chaos. The pipeline is pretty straightforward. 28 days of selection. If you get selected, you spend a year in the qualification course going through SUT, SEER, MOS, Robin Sage, language, graduate, go to an operational group, do, F&G stuff, and then you go downrange and you do work. Pretty straightforward, right? What to expect. Guys, as a Green Beret, you need to understand that rarely will you get a chance to go kick in doors and shoot people in the face. You are there to teach, right? You're a diplomat. You're a force multiplier. You, as a Green Beret, are supposed to be pretty smart, right? That's one thing that we get selected off of, is our ability to think outside the box and solve problems. Anybody could kick in doors and shoot people in the face. But what a Green Beret does as far as by, with, and through our partner force, that is unique. We are the only one within the DoD portfolio that are qualified at unconventional warfare, right? We are the expert in that field, which is what makes us unique. Now, let's move on to those bat boys, 75th Ranger Regiment. What are their mission? What do they do? 75th Ranger Regiment, they're the Army's premier elite light infantry unit, right? They specialize in direct action raids, airfield seizure, and high value target captured. Their pipeline is pretty straightforward. As a non-commissioned officer, you will go through RIP, right? Ranger Indoctrination Process. As a E4 and below, you will go through RAS, Ranger Assessment and Selection Program. Once you pass that, you'll get selected to serve at Ranger Bat. Once you're there, of course, you have to attend the grueling 60-day Ranger School to be able to maintain your spot within Ranger Battalion. And at any given time, guys, if you mess up, you're gone. Ranger Battalion and Delta Force are the only two SOF units within the United States Army that doesn't require you to change your MOS, to change your job designator. Mainly because if you mess up at any given time, they can kick you out and send you back to your parent unit or to Big Army, right? Green Berets, we don't do that. You actually get an MOS from us, meaning if you're a dirtbag, we're stuck with you. Going to Ranger Bat, you can expect a relentless operational tempo and the ability to deploy anywhere within the world within 18 hours, right? When you go there, just expect that it's going to be balls to the walls, 100 miles an hour at any given day. Next, we're going to talk about U.S. Navy SEALs. Their mission: maritime direct action, reconnaissance, counterterrorism, and also unconventional warfare, right? SEALs are built for amphibious environment, but they operate globally. And I always say that because it's like, yeah, these guys are supposed to be up to the last 20 years or so. Where are we at? Landlocked countries doing work, right? Everybody can do all these different jobs, right? Their pipeline, guys, you have basic water demolition training, BUDS, followed by SQT, right? Once you're done with that, you get to a SEAL team, you do work, right? What you can expect, from what I understand, the attrition rate is brutal. Only a fraction make it through. And then once you're in the SEAL team, you could also test and get assessed to attend the selection process for Green Team, SEAL Team 6, right? You can try to go over there and further your career. Followed by SEAL teams, you have SWCC, which is Special Warfare Combatant Craft Crewmen, right? It's their boat teams. What is their mission? They are expert in small boat operation, riverine warfare, and inserting and extracting SEALs and other SOF units in high threat maritime environment. Their pipeline, you have the SWCC training pipeline, which include a demanding selection and also qualification course tailored towards maritime operations. What to expect when you go through training? Guys, just know that you're going to be put through the ringer, because if you're going to insert and exfil these guys, you got to be able to move, shoot, communicate, and medicate just like they can. So I'm sure that training is no joke. Coming in at number 5 is going to be Air Force Special Tactics, right? Now, there's several different ones that we're going to cover here. We're going to start off with PJs, Pararescue. They are elite medics who recover and treat downed personnel under fire, right? They go behind enemy lines and they get the wounded out. And once they're there, they have to be able to treat whatever type of wounds those guys might have. They are on par with that of an 18 Delta. Then you have combat controllers. Their main job is to call precision airstrikes and control airspace within a combat zone. At any given time, you can find these guys attached to SEALs, to Green Berets, and also to MORSOC Raiders. Then you have TACP, Tactical Air Control Party, right? They are embedded with big Army units to call in close air support if these guys need it. Pipeline. Each specialty has its own pipeline. They're all brutal and they're all demanding. What to expect? These operators integrate air power with ground operation. The 24th Special Tactics Squadron is the Tier 1 element of the Air Force. They mainly work with SEAL Team 6 and also Delta Force. Next, we have the United States Marine Raiders, or MORSOC, Marine Special Operations. What are their missions? Guys, they conduct direct action, special reconnaissance, FID, and they carry a variety of maritime type operation. Pipeline, they have an assessment and selection, right? ANS, followed by a 9-month of individual training course, ITC. What to expect? You can expect to go through rigorous training just like all the other ones that I listed, right? Demanding and also ruthless training. Expect to go through that. If you're able to, put up with all of that, guys, you'll come out on the back end as a MORSOC Raider. All right, so all the ones that I just listed off, we call them white side special operations, right? Vanilla special operations, right? Those are all the tier 2 type units. Then you have tier 1 units, units like Delta Force on the Army side. Navy has SEAL Team 6 or Dev Group, right? On the Navy side. Then you have the 24th STS on the Air Force side. And then you have the intelligence support activity on the Intel side. The MARSOC doesn't have a tier 1 entity that we know of, right? Their mission, guys, they get the most dangerous and the most political sensitive missions, right? Counterterrorism, hostage rescue, covert ops, and national security level type tasking. Their pipeline, guys, classify. All I know is that shit's done in West Virginia somewhere, and then their OTC is somewhere on Fort Bragg. What to expect? You could expect to be challenged, because these units, they select from tier 2 units, right? They select from the best of the best that the military has to offer. Now they're gonna take a sharpened knife and make it even sharper once you go to these type of selections and qualification courses. So yeah, in short, guys, these are all the different type of units and what they do. Which one is right for you? Only you can decide that. But whichever one you pick, just know you are going to be challenged, right?